Today we're looking at Job's friends. They hear that Job is in a lot of pain. A friend comes in when everyone else goes out, and Job's friends at first come in and they look like they're going to give him the peace that he needs, but they say nothing. For 7 days, they just look at Job rolling around in the ground in pain and agony of losing all of his children, losing all of his animals, his livelihood, and now boils have set in on his flesh. He's scraping his arms with broken pottery to try to get relief, and his friends just stare at him. Then, when his friends finally do speak, what they say is something not helpful at all. They basically say, Job, you must be so awful, have done something so horrible in your past that God is now coming after you and he's punishing you for the wrong that you've done. That's something that we say to ourselves a lot. When we're in pain and we're in anguish, we tend to look to our past and go, what have I done so horrible in my past that now God is coming after me? You know, it's probably because I got drunk in high school, got drunk in college. That's why this is happening to me now. Or because I was intimate with someone who was not my wife. Now, that's the reason why I don't have intimacy with my wife. Or maybe that's why I can't have children with my wife. That's not how God works. God does not hold back sin in order to punish you later. No perfect parent or any parent would do that. Would that make any sense for me? I have 4 daughters. And let's say one of my daughters does something just mean to her sister, makes her cry and break down in tears. And then when I'm talking to that same daughter, she disrespects me as I'm trying to teach her, she back talks me, and then grabs one of mommy's china plates and just smashes it onto the ground. Would it make any sense if I waited 2 or 3 months? My daughter's upstairs sleeping, and I burst into the room and wake her up and start scolding her about how naughty she had been, and then put her in timeout and say, now you think about what you've done. Would that make any sense? No. No parent would do that. Neither does your Father in heaven. He doesn't stockpile sin. In fact, what he does is the exact opposite. As you and I confess that sin and wrong, whatever the wickedness is that we've done in our life, he forgives it and he forgets it. It's exactly what he says to you here in Hebrews chapter 8. No matter how bad you've done wrong, no matter what wicked or wretched thing you've done in your life that you think God could never love me, he says, I will forgive their wickedness and will remember their sins no more. God does not stockpile your sins. Jesus is not out to get back at you. Jesus is out to get you back to him. Please share today's message with someone you know who's blaming themselves of their past, of something Jesus has already forgiven them of. Have a great rest of the week, and I'll see you soon. We read that, and it begs the question, why does God allow bad things to happen to good people? And you see, that question right there is the reason so many people